Ayo Dol. Waduh. Guys, and welcome back di game is 9 Monstrum Nox. Langsung kita lanjutkan gameplaynya guys ya. Dari sini kita coba ngambil ini ya. Dan kemarin kita udah mengetahui sebuah kenyataan yang sangat luar biasa ya, yang dimana ternyata semua monstrum adalah homunculus ya, alias orang ciptaan ya, orang buatan gitu lah semuanya ya. Dan yang asli adalah Adol ini. Ini ada Xavier. Jadi lawan kita adalah si Zola ini, yang merupakan asisten dari si, jadi yang membantu Saint Rosvita alias Aprilis ya, yang dimana dia juga Aprilis ternyata juga homunculus pak ya, karena udah ini ya terlalu lama gitu. Mana pak? Ratusan tahun ya, mana nggak ini loh. Masa masih hidup Rosvita gitu kan. Jadi semuanya guys ya, badan para pahlawan tuh masih ada gitu loh. Jadi credo yang asli, jadi para monstrum yang aslinya itu ada di lab yang kemarin gitu. Monstrum Obaldo dan proposal single mahambor monstrum Obaldo lagi hamil gizi. Dan kita udah mengalahkan si satelit guys ya. Dia juga ternyata adalah seorang homunculus juga. Jadi satelit yang asli udah meninggal saat dia dan pasukannya ya mengalami kekalahan dulu ya. Tuh adanya peperangan gitu ya. Pembebasan antara ya Gllia ya waktu melawan Romun. Oke, sudah kah? Tidak ada lagi kah di bawah-bawah ini? Oh, malas banget pak, bolak-balik. Kita ada ya, langsung aja kita keluar. Di beberapa hari akan ada festival guys ya, untuk perayaan apa, pembebasan Gllia ini ya. Nomor garisan menjaga, karena kita udah mengeluarkan si ininya ya, si bosnya, kapten dari Romun ini gitu guys. Sama ada tanda tanya. Oh,
over here sir, can I help you find any? Not come again.
Thank you very much. Oke, kita udah dapet resep nih. Gue langsung aja ya, kita berikan lagi resepnya pak. Dia berubah. Tapi itu kok berubah? Kita kasihkan ke Yuva.
Hey Adol, what'll it be?
Waduh, tak ada duit
Buy
pak.
something next time, okay? Come back soon.
Duit dulu pak ya. Tak ada duit. Bahaya ini. Oke, dan di sini gue udah menemukan sebuah rahasia guys ya, sebuah rahasia. Tapi kita kesini dulu. Spider and Son. Oke. Oh, si Jules. Orangnya Jules ini. Oke, jadi semuanya ya, Yuva, Credo, Jules, Krisya itu semuanya mungkus ya. Dan yang membuat si Dol itu bisa hidup adalah si Zola itu guys ya, si alkemis yang kita temuin di akhir-akhir yang menciptakan semuanya gitu. Jadi dia ingin menciptakan pasukan homunculus gitu ya. Niatnya sih hanya untuk membangkitkan si Aprilis lagi, karena dia lah orang yang dia cintai dan juga dia hormati gitu guys ya. Niatnya itu. Tapi lama-kelamaan, wow, ibunya ya, optimis banget ya. Lama-kelamaan malah dia menciptakan banyak hal, dan ternyata dia tuh bisa membangkitkan orang itu hanya dengan ingatan ya, ingatannya aja ya, dan juga jiwanya, ingatan dan jiwa gitu. Makanya kenapa ada primordial ternyata pakai ingatannya si Adol gitu. Yang dimana ada ingatan tentang primordial itu gitu. Beberapa monster semuanya juga kemungkinan besar ya dari ini, dari si apa, si Adol itu. Ada yang lain lagi guys. Pantesan aja sudah gitu itu dibalikin lagi, bahaya gitu loh pak. Nah, yuk kita selesaikan satu persatu pak ya di sini ya. Mana tuh? Gereja kah? Oke, benar. Fire lab. Dan di sini Adol udah nggak sakit lagi guys, tapi masih bisa jadi monstrum karena udah gabung sama si Crimson King ya, yang homunculusnya. Jiwanya udah tergabung, jadi kekuatannya pindah gitu. Set bisnis. Ini nyari si bapaknya ya. Oh iya, kita nyari bapaknya si Jules guys. Membantu kita itu loh. Kayaknya si siapa tuh, si Zola tuh ngomong apa sih kemarin tuh? Gue lupa tuh yang rencananya dia tuh. Oh, dari situ. Kita nyumbang dulu guys.
Thank you.
Pernah nyumbang pak? Oh cuma 2 doang.
It's not.
Hei, gak pernah nyumbang pak ya? Gak ada satu lagi tapi gue nggak bisa beli. Oke, sama-sama. Kemana nih? Ya ampun, jauh sekali gue kesini. Dan kesini juga nih. Final Dispatch. Oh, kita cari si itunya dulu. Mana lagi nih? Word of Restoration. Ya kita kesini dulu lah. Bapaknya. Bapak. Ya itu dia dari sini Tata.
Dad. Jules, how did you know I was here?
Tahu dong.
Is there something you all needed to speak
Kelihatan
about?
di peta. Sama Nyofalcom dikasih tahu.
It's been a long time, so I know how difficult it is to see her. Either way, you know Mom's never going to stop looking for you.
Ah, so she did see me. I should have been more discreet.
If you don't mind me asking, Dr. Noah, what are you doing here?
Ada ngapain di sini? Kan perlu bantuan ini.
Right. Do you see this plaque behind me? Inscribed on it is a record of diseases throughout history. I came to see if I could find anything useful.
Oh, I see. You were looking for a way to cure Jules.
What?
Am I really that
Dia
transparent?
mencari jawaban untuk nyembuhin si Jules
Still.
kata.
This might be a good opportunity for me to explain everything to you all. You deserve to know what happened.
Oke.
It was many years ago, long before I knew anything about homunculi. I came to learn of an institution that fostered war orphans. That was where I first met you, Jules.
I was a war orphan?
Yes. Aprilis had entrusted the 4 of you to that orphanage. She couldn't take care of you on her own.
Oh ya udah kasih
It was
tahu
her
ya,
last
masih
resort.
Aprilis ya. Dia nggak sanggup dulu untuk membawa mereka untuk bertarung karena masih terlalu muda. Terlalu muda gitu. Terlalu kecil dia ya.
That's understandable.
Mereka ini.
Indeed. It
Bukan
was in
buka.
that orphanage where you should have seen how
Orphanage.
happy Pamela was. After all, she couldn't bear children of her own.
Mom couldn't have children?
Unfortunately not. but I know that she loved you more because of it. The years after we adopted you were the happiest of our lives. When you became ill, it devastated your mother. That's when I promised her that I would find a cure for you.
Dad.
One day, in my desperate search to find a treatment, a man approached me.
Ah,
That man was an alchemist named
Oh.
Zola.
jadi pasti bapaknya ini nyari obat ya. Zola datang.
Papa.
He told me who he was and asked for my help in his alchemy research. It was then he revealed to me that you, Jules, I thought that if I helped him, I would eventually find a way to cure your
Jadi
disease.
bapaknya tuh membantu si Zola penelitiannya ya soal alchemy itu biar bisa dapat
I
obat.
had no idea.
Dia tahu cara membuat
Why
obatnya.
did you have to leave us?
The hero you were created from suffered from the same disease as you. I surmised that the hero's body would lead me to more clues about the disease. However, Zola kept a firm grip on his research. As a condition for becoming his adjutant, I was forbidden from leaving the prison.
Dad.
Karena dia jadi ajudannya dia nggak boleh pergi dari penjara guys.
It's not your
Prison,
believe me.
dari Baldur's Prison.
My deepest regret is leaving you
Terus.
and your mother without saying goodbye.
Kan udah
Jules,
bisa sekarang.
there's something you've been wanting to say. You don't have to wait anymore. You
Dad. To tell you the truth, there were many things I wanted to say to you when I saw you again. I wanted to tell you how much I despised you. How much I hated you. But now, how could I say any of those things?
Jules.
Thanks, Dad. For taking care of me. For being my dad.
Guys
And
ya.
for trying to find a cure
Sayangnya
for
orang
me.
tua kita guys. Ya. Kalau
Thank you.
mereka tuh nggak ada tuh, kita kan nyeselnya kalau mereka udah tiada guys ya. Selama masih ada, baikilah mereka, hormati mereka ya, bikin mereka bahagia.
As a
Sangat
doctor,
keras,
it
guys,
would
itu,
be
guys.
imprudent of me to be too optimistic.
Nggak tahu kan orang tua yang dianggap oleh si Jules itu dia tuh jahat, dia benci, ternyata dia tuh mati-matian untuk mencari obat untuk dirinya gitu.
But I'm
Ternyata
progressively
ya
coming to
bukan
understand
penyakitnya
your
si
disease.
Jules. Terus mungkin aja ya dalam pikiran kita orang tua itu galak, orang tua kita tuh galak, orang tua kita tuh selalu melarang kita. Tapi kita nggak tahu kalau itu tujuannya tuh dibalik itu tuh untuk kita semua guys. Gitu. Kayak terjadi di sini
There's
gitu.
still a chance for a cure.
Jadi pikirkanlah
I will
kembali
do
guys ya.
everything in my
Tahanlah
power
ego
to
kalian
save
kalau
you.
bisa buang lah ya. Dan sayangilah orang tua kalian.
Good thing you two finally hashed it out. Hey, by the way, what kind of research were you helping Zola with exactly?
I was looking for ways to extract memories from a person's soul. That research allowed me to create the primordials and monsters from Adol's memories. I imagine Zola plans on taking this research even further.
Even further.
But what about
Semua kan
Shadowlord?
untuk
I
menciptakan
thought
sebuah
you two were
makhluk
working
baru.
together.
You must mean how
Kekuatan dari
Shadowlord gathered
semuanya.
those with desirable
Wah,
talents,
ini.
and that was Zola's plan all along. He was merely using Master Shadowlord. Zola was the one who truly needed them. In spite of that, he rarely shows himself in the prison nowadays. I'm afraid even I don't know what he planned on doing with them.
Whatever it was, I'm sure it wasn't anything good.
Zola... But if you asked me if he were evil, I wouldn't be able to tell you. He sincerely believes his actions are just, regardless of the implications.
You mean he's a whack job?
That may be true. I admit, I have my fair share of blame for your hardships, Monstrums. For that, I apologize. It was the least I could do to make it up to you, but I don't expect to be forgiven on that alone.
Dad.
I'll go see your... My son is fighting his best even when sick. It's only right that I work just as hard. After it's all over, we'll go back to how it was. You, me, and your mother. Crimson King. No, Adol. Zola is profoundly fascinated with you.
Huh?
You have no reason to trust me, but I suggest that you be careful. Now then, it's nearly sunset.
Dia terobsesi dengan si Adol,
I'd
guys.
better
Nah,
return.
iya,
You'll have to
berarti ya.
excuse me.
Oke.
Dad?
Yes, I will.
Bapak melanjutkan penelitiannya, guys. Mencari obat.
Good for you, Jules.
Yeah. I should thank you guys too.
Oke.
We're all happy for you, Jules. Your dad is a good person after all.
Nyeplong ya, Jules ya.
I believe there is much I can learn from him as well.
Yeah, he's all right. Can we go back to town now?
Oke. Udah ketemu bapaknya. Tahu ya. Oh. Ibunya ceria banget, Pak. Dan tinggal sangat lama sama bapaknya gitu. Bapaknya jadi cuma Jules doang kalau ibunya ya. Okay, heard something. I wonder if Zola might be able to come home sooner than he thought. Okay.
Alright, that went great.
Jadi ada rahasia yang masih disembunyikan oleh si Zola, guys ya. Oke, di sini. Ya, tapi sebelum itu, gue mau ke sini dulu, guys. Sebelum menuju ke itu ya, karena gue menemukan hidden ya, sebuah hidden ya, lokasi ya. Jadi gue menemukan beberapa lokasi ya. Lokasi tersembunyi, salah satunya di sini ya. Nah, udah gue pecahin, tapi belum gue lanjutin, gue simpan untuk video kali ini gitu. Nah ini karena ada monsternya apa? Kan lanjut lah. Beberapa itu cuma isinya item-item remeh ya. Ini item-item yang ya bisa dibeli loh, Pak. Nggak usah di apa tuh gue perlihatkan untuk itu karena emang oke terang. Di sini gue udah pakai tempest ya, tempestnya udah gue pakai, jadi level gue udah 99 kalau kalian lihat ya di sini seperti itu. Woi, nah kayak gini doang guys isinya ya. Yang di hidden lainnya gue udah ambil semua. Tinggal ini aja tuh ya. Karena panjang jadi gue simpen gitu guys. Biar kita tahu sama-sama gitu kan. Tahu guys ya. Ada rahasia-rahasia tersembunyi. Gue jalan. Nah gitu dong, isinya merah kayak apa gitu ya kan bagus. Trust Memorial virus banget itu. Apa? Hauka. Selesai kah? Oke, udah selesai di sini. Jadi let's go boy, kita balik ya ke arah sini. Jadi seperti itu aja ya hiddennya ya. Oke. Feature in this festival was a hang. Wooden boxnya dihancurin katanya, hancur semua. Padahal kita perlu itu katanya untuk festival. Barang bawaannya mungkin ya, taruh tempatnya barang itu.
Yeah.
Kita cari the tailor in the main square, so carry them. Alright. Canyon, waduh ke canyon juga tuh. Jauh-jauh juga tuh. Oke, ke sini. Oke, tempatnya Giselle. Oke, kita tahu gini-gini itu rusak. Kita dapat word reborn. Oke, tenang aja. Oh ya, di sini juga ada hidden guys ya. Di sini nih tempat kucing ini ya. Kalau kalian gini, ntar ini muncul kayak salamander gitu ya. Jadi kalian bisa ini, dan itu dia tuh jualan ya. Ya, salah kan ya. Jadi jualan ya. Gua udah dapetin itu, dia ada di dalam dandelion ya. Langsung dia dari situ guys ya. Dan abis inilah kita coba ke situ ya. Mana satunya? Di situ dong. Oke, emang ke situ ya, tapi kalau menunjukkan makhluk yang gue bilang ya, basement. Dia ada di basement soalnya. Bukan ding. Dia ada di sini loh. Bener basement. Dia ada di pojokan, nah pojokannya ini. Dan ini dia makhluknya ya. Morbihan ya. I'm feeling fine, thanks. Tuh, kita bisa beli guys ya. Di sini saya, enak ya. Tak ada duit pak, bye bye. Tak ada uang lah ini. Ya. Maaf ya. Jadi itu guys, kalian bisa beli di situ. Beli, oke, gue bisa masak akhirnya satu aja. Ada duit guys karena gue beli ya, pak. Gue pakai untuk itu si itunya, item-itemnya ya. Terus kita amal lagi, kan? Amal terus amal.
It's not.
Oke, dapat tempest accelerate lagi. Alright, langsung aja kita menuju ke sini guys ya, karena nggak ada request lagi yang bisa kita lakukan gitu loh. Ini siapa aja ini? Siapa pak? Creepy. Ini jadiin gini guys, eksperimen ini asli ini. Kalau ini kadang ada palsu juga sih. Kalau dihancurin ntar mereka mati ya, mereka itu masih hidup. Gue ganti ya bajunya si ranking bullnya ya, kalau dapet kostum baru guys, gue pakai aja ya. Dulu orang ini lagi nih, Marius dia nangkep Adol, suruh bawa ke sini. Rencanakan skill. Kamu close to the ever exist in the first place. Tuh bangun tuh. Ya, kenapa tuh? Yang meninggal pak. Jadi rumus kalau meninggal gitu ya. Dia akan menghilang. Berarti formation the contributed. Ya. Wah. Kalau sistemnya aktif itu langsung itu guys. Mungkin yang di dalamnya ya.
Now then, what do you say we
Dihancurkan.
finish up my request?
But
There's just one. This one.
you cannot mean. Wait, so
Dia
you're
juga
also
homunculus guys.
Yeah. What was his name? Shadowlord? I don't know when he created me. It was probably when the real me came to this prison for an inspection.
Huh?
But it doesn't matter now. Would you oblige me, Adol?
Does it have to be me?
I wouldn't want it to be anyone else. That's why I brought someone to convince you.
I wish to ask this of you as well, Adol.
Siapa lagi nih? Oh, si Pak.
Parks? What are you doing here?
I recall Parks mentioning that he was friends with Marius.
Marcus Claudius Germanicus.
Oh, namanya Marcus Claudius
That
Germanicus.
is the name of one of the most celebrated, revered people in the Roman Empire. Marius is, with all due respect, a homunculus of that man.
What?
What makes sense?
Apa tuh?
What are you talking about?
Marius is a homunculus of the current emperor of Rom.
What?
But if you're his friend, then who are you, Parks?
I regret I had to keep it a secret from you all. But my real name is Lindheim.
Lindheim.
I was formerly only a cardinal of the church, but now I am also Governor General of Gllia.
Wow.
But weren't you supposed to be missing?
Cardinal Lindheim.
I knew you weren't just some old man, but I can't
Cardinal Lindheim itu namanya guys ya.
When I went to inspect the prison, I saw an inmate who looked just like His Majesty. I thought my eyes were deceiving me, so I investigated as an undercover prisoner. But I had no idea he was a homunculus.
It was my fault you went through all of that, Lindheim.
Nonsense. I couldn't turn a blind eye to His Majesty. Even if you're not precisely the same person.
Ya raja guys.
I figured Adol needed to hear this
Ya homunculus
to
dari si
understand
raja.
your reasoning.
Jadi kan bapaknya si
I believe Shadowlord has some kind of control
Iris.
over me.
bukan ya. Bukan
After we
dia.
escaped,
Otak
I
kerajaan
knocked
tuh.
Adol out and returned to the prison with him. In the same vein, I think it prevents me from ending my own life. I may not be a real Imperial Knight, but it'd be nice to go out like one. That's why it needs to be you, Adol. You're the only one who can do this.
You know I can't say no.
I owe you one, my friend. All right, Adol.
Wow. Ayo dol. Waduh. Marcus Kentropus Palanicus Japanicus. Apa tadi namanya tuh?
Marius's body is glowing.
Marius. So the seal is goodbye.
Yeah, Adol. In your adventures, you save people's lives. You lead them. You discover the unknown. And little by little, your actions change the world. I'm sure, Adol, that you'll come to understand the meaning of this someday.
I hope so.
I have no doubt that you will. find the answer, tell it to the real me, would you? I'm sure that wisdom will help the world.
Oh, masih ada guys ya. Mungkin bukan bapaknya si Iris ya.
Find the one who's behind this. You
Bisa,
have
bisa.
to stop
Tapi kalau
him.
kita menemukan jawabannya, kita harus ketemu sama dirinya yang asli gitu loh. Ya, Marius yang asli. Sampaikan semuanya ya.
Adol.
Thank you, Adol.
It was good, friend.
I know. I'm positive he felt the same way. We're
I
all
mean-
depending on you to make his final request a reality.
He was one hell of a guy, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
The one who's behind this? He must have known about Zola.
So he was the Emperor's.
Tuh kan, Emperor guys.
I had no idea that you were the Governor General, Parks. I hope we didn't do anything to offend you.
Of course you didn't. And I'm the one who owes you an apology.
Gak
Forgive me
nyamar
for
ini
keeping this a
orangnya.
secret from all of you.
You don't have
I'm very glad to have met you all, though I wish it were in different circumstances. With that,
No.
Yeah, the dandelion never would have been possible without you.
Sih, dia juga banyak membantu
You're the
juga
one
ya.
who started.
And I believe it would
Lagi
be
di
in your
awal-awal
best
tuh.
interest as Governor General to see this through.
Ternyata dia orang
It is
penting,
handy
Pak.
having you around.
And maybe you could keep those nosies. Well, not that someone like Belger would pose much of a threat.
you are all very convincing. Very well. I shall remain at the Dandelion, though I may return to my office occasionally to tend to my many long overdue affairs.
Oke. Happy to have you back.
Yes, but are you sure about this? My allegiance lies with Rom.
Of course we are. To us, you're still Parks, not the Governor General.
Anda bukan Governor General ya.
I understand.
Bawahan setianya ya, tangan kanannya mungkin ya. Anak buah yang setia dari Sang Emperor guys. Warlord Exilier. Harus kesini tuh, lewat mana gue kesini nih? Hah? Hah? Lewat mana, hah? Yang bilang gua harus jalan-jalan nih. Yang gitu guys. Nah, keluar lagi dari sini. Oh, ini canyon ya. Oh, depan situ. Oke. Kita selesaikan. Mana? Di atas. Wah, di tengah. Ini boy. Itu dia tuh. Apa lavender nih? Sunlight. Memorial flowers. Ya udah selesai, sepertinya. Oke, langsung aja. Cuma 2 bahan aja ternyata ya. Keperluan festival ini guys. Kita dapat ribbon plus flowernya. Oke, bisa perbaiki ya. Ternyata buat ini pak. Aduh. Mereka ini dong nyekar ya. Jenisnya apa ya nyekar? Gak tahu ya. Bagi yang tahu tulis komentar guys. Apa tuh Jakarta?
That actually went pretty well.
Hah? Ada lagi? Tadi festival dulu ya, nggak ini langsung ya. Lagi loh. Story of Destination. Oke, bener di sini. Perhatikan sedikit.
How about this one?
Oh, Rodario, that one simply won't do. I think girls these days prefer frills like this one has.
Oh, for crying out loud, Melissa. You don't like any of the ones I pick. Maybe this would be easier if you just picked it yourself.
I do have my opinions, but I could never decide all on my own.
Lagi milih apa Pak? Jadi si neneknya tuh katanya nggak pernah setuju dengan pendapatnya si kakek, tapi si neneknya ya punya pendapat banyak, cuma dia nggak bisa mutusin mau yang mana gitu. Waduh. Festival nih ya. Yang mana?
Is it?
Yes. I was just thinking about Melissa and Rodario's conversation. It reminded me of something.
Of something from your past?
Yes. A memory from many years ago. Of a time I spent with Rosvita.
What do you think, Anamona? What do I think? You wish to know if that dress is defective?
Oh.
No, silly. It's a new outfit for you to wear. It took me a
Kamu
long
ternyata.
time to make these. It's a present from me to you. A present? Then shall I give you something in return? You don't need to give me anything. I just want us to be friends, Anamona. Papa has already instructed me to do so. That's not what I mean. Why? How could you do that?
Berarti ini udah yang homunculus berarti ini guys.
Your doll was getting old. I merely attempted to give her a new body. However, I did not expect her soul to reject it and disappear.
But you didn't have to throw her away!
What is the reason for this
You don't know anything! I've had Anamona since I was little. She was...
Jolanya guys. Jol yang aslinya itu ya.
I can't believe my eyes. I thought you were gone forever. But here you are. I want so badly to take you with me, but you have your own life now, and I can't risk losing you again. Goodbye, Anamona. Until next time.
She didn't take you because she was worried about you. It sounds like Aprilis was actually a pretty normal girl.
I'm kind of relieved to hear that.
Anamona, you're smiling.
So it seems dolls can smile too.
So what you were looking for was Aprilis all along?
Perhaps, but only in the beginning. Now I wish to find a way to end the Grimwald Nox forever.
Juga cara-cara itu tuh. Cara akhirnya gimana?
But now I can do something to help her. I do not want for her to feel alone again.
Yeah.
Aja kan akan membantu.
So, what do you all think about this Zola guy?
From what I know about him, he sounds unpredictable. And his magnum opus
Oh,
is
magnum
anybody's
opus.
guess.
Tuh.
Yeah.
Oke. Wah, kita balik ke sini guys ya. Alright. Ini masih mencari clue guys ya kita ini nih. Soal makmum opus itu dan si Zola itu mau ngapain gitu. Kita masih rencana itu. Nah, terus scrambling. Oke. Ada quest lagi. Mana tuh? Waduh, Belger. Ya kita selesaikan guys. Masih ada waktu. Oke, masih ada waktu. Jadi kita selesaikan aja. Ya. Ya, udah gue ganti semuanya ya. Waduh. Ini belgernya. Mau ini dikirim ke alam baka ini. Ya, apa lagi? Ya gitu doang. Hah? This motor a little more hand and than usual. Oh. Berarti mereka lari dari sesuatu. Ini namun ya, nggak biasanya nih. Mana tuh? Oke. Oh, dia kayak lari gitu. Nyata ada makhluk dari Monstrum Nox di sini gitu loh. Lemures. Pasti gara-gara ada kebencian dan sifat-sifat negatif nih. Oh, saya udah level 199 ya. Gak ada orangnya. Mana ya? Mereka terbentuk dari apa itu? Dari para monster kan? Setelah saya in touch yet. Hah? Oh. Wow, pakai bersekernya guys. Ini kan talk about it later lah ya. Karena kan beda jurus nih. Udah ya. Kenapa lepas kendali kayak gini? Nah, nggak sadar pak. Wah, ya nggak beres nih. You know, I have got initial legal work out when fighting. No. Oh, it's perfect from today too. Oke, masalah dulu udah beres, sekarang si kredo guys ya. Ya. Ada 2 orang gitu. Dua kepribadian itu ya, kayak gitu ya. Ya kekuatannya kayak si Ryan lah ya, mengambil ahli ya. Oh, Rosvita. Something behind him. Oke, kasih tahu ya apa yang jadi masih kredo guys. Kalau kekuatan Bersekernya tuh udah mulai aktif tanpa terkendali ya, lebih aktif sendiri gitu. Oke. Ya Adol, are the key. Oh, gua. Ini Adol ini yang jadi kunci untuk menyelesaikan masalah guys. Sam the Feral Hawks. Weh. Ngeteming dong. Kira Pokemon ngeteming. Ngajak berantem pasti nih. Berseker sama Monstrum King. Saya beradu nih siapa yang paling kuat ya. Ya kan nyari lawan kan. Bawa ke sini dong. Oh, gara-gara salah ya. Bisa di pinjem gitu loh. Oke, inilah pertandingan antara Crimson King ya kan. Oke. Dah, gak ada pertanyaan kok. Saya akan melakukan apapun ya. Wih. Langsung pakai Berseker gitu loh. Oke, tunggu lagi sih untuk menyelamatkan dia. Oh, wow. Ini.
Come on, you two. Give it your best shot.
Dah. Bangun lagi dong. Ya Allah.
I hope that blockhead's satisfied after this.
I still do not understand why it is they are fighting.
Ya, gue juga Berseker nih. Gue Berseker. Bangun lagi dong. Berseker beneran, Pak. Gue juga Berseker. Bersih, ya kan? Gue Berseker ya, berani, seksi dan keker. Adolnya ya, adolnya. Adol tuh Berseker, guys. Berani, seksi dan keker ya. Baru mulai gua, belum panas nih.
This no.
Oh, what is it, Krish?
Is it just me?
Ayo mana Bersekermu? Bangun lagi.
How about it? Are you done yet?
Like hell,
Udah.
You've got...
That is the... But it's impressive you've lasted this. I suppose you have Shadowlord to thank for that.
What are you...
For a long time, your only goal was to defeat Shadowlord. Your determination offset the negativity of your darkness. When Shadowlord was killed, your goal was no more.
Oh,
and your
karena
determination
itu.
faded.
Jadi tujuannya awal dulu dia ingin bunuh si Saterla, tapi Saterla udah gak ada. Tujuannya dihilang ya.
That's when the darkness regained its control over you.
Akhirnya kekuatannya tuh jadi mencoba mengendalikan.
That's the...
You are... Their strength and darkness were two sides of the same coin.
Oh.
Since I was a kid, I was good at just about everything without putting in much effort.
Dia terlalu lemah gitu loh Bersekernya, jadi ngantuk guys.
For a long time, I didn't...
Wes, yang sombong bang.
But that all changed the first time I got myself into a sword fight. The fear and thrill I felt as I eluded death with every swing of my sword. And then the ensuing euphoria after surviving the life-threatening ordeal. For the first time, I felt alive. I had finally found meaning in my life. Not long after that, I watched Sister Lisa die right there in front of me. After that, things changed. I started challenging strangers. Anybody who could put up a fight. I could only...
Contrary
Dia
to what
apa
you
kali itu
believe,
ya membunuh
you're
orang
not
ya
a fighter,
untuk menyelamatkan
Craig.
sister itu tadi. Ya.
What you...
Being good at everything made you feel like nothing was worth dedicating yourself to. Then you finally found something. Something you couldn't pick up right away. For the first time, you felt the desire to improve yourself.
Muatan karakter kah ini? Sebelum
The
akhir kah?
satisfaction you feel stems from overcoming your weaknesses. This instinct is the very darkness inside you, and the source of a berserker's power. There's a thin line between conquering the darkness and being conquered by it.
You're not making any sense.
At this very moment, as you lie there helpless on the ground, what do you feel? If you were truly angry, perhaps you feel like you found what you were looking for. You might even feel gratitude toward your opponent.
Bakal ngejar-ngejar Adol nih, menantang mulu Inter nih.
You must have felt the same way after you lost to Shadowlard. Warriors like you need a fair fight where they can realize long things are.
Berapa kali tadi jadi bangun-bangun lagi ya?
He said that
3 kali kah?
Shadowlard and Sister Lisa
Sister
were
Lisa.
childhood friends.
What?
It's possible Sister Lisa asked him to watch over you.
Oh, Sister Lisa sama si Shadowlard itu teman masa kecil guys. Dan mungkin aja katanya Sister Lisa itu meminta si Shadowlard untuk mengawasi si Credo ini.
Placing you in that orphanage to begin with. I'm sorry, Credo, for everything.
That's a whole lot of jabbering just to embarrass me. For someone they call a saint, you sure are a pain in the ass.
Good. I have you.
Okay.
It appears all is.
Hey.
Come close.
I'm just happy that Kratos.
Yes, I need to speak with you all about what's to come. Let's continue this discussion at the Dandelion.
Okay.
Adol, would you?
Not in a million years.
What's the matter?
You little shit.
Dibully sama si Jules.
All right, that went great.
Rapat tentang apa yang akan kita
Why does it have
hadapi.
to be?
It's the day when the monsters are most active as a result of their amassed enmity.
Kan festival kayak bencana, Pak ya. Jadi monsternya makin
Monsters
aktif
are
di
more
situ.
vicious today than any other time in the year. It's a testament to how deep the scars left by the 100 Years' War really are.
A 100-year war with a 500-year-old curse, huh?
And now they're overflowing into our...
Civilians will be out celebrating. We'd best exercise caution.
Yes. And it will...
How will tonight be different from the other times?
If it were just more monsters, it may not pose a great threat for you, Monstrum. But the truth of the matter is, we don't know what'll happen until the time comes.
So...
The grim... What resides within it is determined by the emotions it has accumulated.
Well...
Did you find anything about where Zola is? You mentioned that.
Yeah.
I doubt that coward would have shown his face anyway.
Even I, as his I am not.
He was. We had more than our share of argument. We should expect that he will intervene.
He seems pretty quick to turn a blade against his allies from the 100 Years' War. Not that I wouldn't do the same to him.
So, what now? We just gonna sit on our hands until the Grimwald knocks?
But there's still the danger of monsters appearing in the city. It couldn't hurt to go look around.
Yufa's right. Either way,
be vigilant in areas where enmity, especially places.
We'll keep our eyes peeled.
The clocks now might be a
Kita kan
good time to
patroli guys,
polish up
karena
your
siapa tahu aja
equipment
monsternya
and
muncul
top
dalam
off your supplies.
kota katanya guys ya.
And do come home
Tempat-tempat yang
safe and
berhubungan
sound.
dengan
Okay, my
100
darlings?
Years War.
I'll have a glorious...
Ada quest lagi. Oke, cek. Ini bukan quest yang hijau-hijau lagi ya, langsung yang merah-merah ya. Enggak ding, hijau ding. Life by Sword. Oke.
Take care out there.
Apa-apa. nemu sesuatu nggak tadi tuh? Terus ya aman. Kita cek guys. Terusnya oh Lucian Xavier. Waduh. Banyak itu. Wow. Wah, gua harus buka ini guys ya. Ini harus terbuka nih. Gua harus dapatin 100 ya, 100 Nox. Oh, oke, Rana di situ. Oke, tapi kita akan lakukan itu di episode selanjutnya guys ya, karena durasi udah terlalu panjang ya. Terima kasih udah nonton videonya sampai akhir. Semoga kalian suka dan terhibur dan kita mendapatkan beberapa hal-hal yang berkaitan dengan karakter-karakter yang ada di Monstrum ya, grup Monstrum ini ya, dari Credo, kemudian Jules ya, tadi pengembangan karakternya, penguatan mungkin lebih tepatnya ya. Ya gitulah ya. Jadi kita baru tahu kalau setelah itu temennya si Sister Lisa yang merupakan orang yang disayang oleh si Credo guys ya, orang yang dia ingin lindungi tapi nggak bisa ya, ya. Dan si Jules sudah abaikan bapaknya, cuma ternyata bapaknya yang dikira jahat ternyata dia berjuang keras untuk mencari obat pak gitu ya. Dan di sisi lain kita tahu bahwa festival yang akan datang itu adalah festival berbahaya karena monsternya bakal semakin kuat ya. Jadi kita akan berpatroli tapi kita akan selesaikan ini ya. Harus sih, karena nggak ada ya tanda merahnya ya, nggak ada ya, hijau semua ya. Guys ya, episode kali ini terima kasih dan sampai jumpa di akhir. Semoga kalian suka dan terhibur dan sampai jumpa lagi di next video dari game di 9 Monstrum Nox ini guys. And bye bye.